Hello friends, I will be making and sharing videos on Canadian Electrical Code Part 1. As we know, every 3-year building code and electrical codes updates. There are changes after every 3 years, but basic structure of the book remains the same. How to navigate this book remains the same. So I will be sharing selective sections that new electrician find it difficult to interpret. And even after 3 years, there are only small changes, addition of new code or removal of some code that becomes irrelevant. Today I want to discuss section 8. It is circuit loading and demand factors. So let us navigate to page 95. So 95, you can just read the definition. I can switch to directly to calculate load for service and feeders. Now many new electricians ask how to calculate load for a single family house, apartment buildings, townhouses or any other commercial buildings. As we know, small to medium size house normally have 100 ampere service. Now we may think if there are 50 apartments, it should be 5000 ampere, but it does not goes that way, because all the 50 apartments, they are never running on full load at the same point of time. So calculations are different, we will discuss here. Also it depends on what type of heating is there. If there is a electrical baseboard heating, demand factor will be much larger, and if it is natural gas heating or geothermal heating, electrical demand factor will be less. So let us first discuss single family. Page 97. 8-200 single dwellings. So first, most electricians have area of the house in square foot. Please convert it into meter square. Simply divide the square foot with the 10.56, because 3.25 feet becomes 1 meter. So if you multiply both dimensions, length and width, it becomes 1056. First 90 meter square area, you can write down 5000 watts. So you take a notebook, first 90 meter square, 5000 watt. Next 90 meter square, 1000 watt. It becomes 180. If you have area larger than 180, any 90 meter square is 1000 watt. For every 90 meter square, make a slabs of 90, 90, 90, 90. First 90 meter square 5000, then keep adding 1000, 1000, 1000. That cover the basic area. Basic area means lighting and receptacles. Now any electrical space heating, if it is there, if it's a natural gas, you don't have to worry about this, because it's just 50 amp regular connection. But if it is electrical baseboard heating or any electrical heating furnace, then 100% load for furnace. But for heaters there is different section, I think 64. Anyway, it's not required which section is. If it is electrical baseboard heating, you have to go to another section, right? So any cooking range, first 6 kilowatt, no, first 12 kilowatt, write down 6000 watts. It means if your cooking range is 12 kilowatt, you write down 6000 watts. And if it is more than 12, then 6000 plus 40% of the amount it exceeds the 12 kilowatt. Any tankless water heater, steamer, swimming pool, hot tub, spa, add 100% load. Any electrical vehicle supply equipment loads, 100%. Like car charges, normally they are 30 amp, so you add full 30 amp. Any loads that have rating excess of 1500 watt, like refrigerator and microwave are okay, included in normal calculation, but if it exceeds 1500 watt, then 20% of the rating of each load, if electric range has been provided for 100% of the combined load up to 6000 plus 25% of the combined load that exceeds 6000 watt. If there is any secondary range. So this is basic for residential. I can repeat, like first you calculate the area and make sections of 90 meter square, 90 meter square, 90 meter square, 90 meter square. First 5000 watt, 1000 watt, 1000 watt, 1000 watt. So for cooking range, if it is 12 kilowatt, write down 6000 watts. If it exceeds 6000 plus 40% of the amount that exceeds. If there are electrical heating, if it is heater, go to the section that I guess around 62, 64, something like that. And if it is a furnace, electrical furnace, add 100% load. Any water heaters, steamer, pools, hot tub, spa, add 100%. Any other load that is more than 1500 watt, 25% rating of each load if electric range has been provided for. 100% of the combined load up to 6000 plus 25% of the combined load that exceeds 6000. So single family is simple. Now hotels, motels and similar buildings. The calculated load for the service feeder shall be based on the following. Basic load of 20 watt meter square. Now every meter square area has 20 watts. So it's straightforward calculation. Meter square multiply by 20 plus lighting load for special areas as ballrooms based on the rating of the equipment, electrical space heating, air conditioning, total loads of permanently connected equipment based on the rating 100%, except as permitted in 8106. Any electric vehicle supply equipment loads with the demand factor as specified in table 38. There are tables at the back. So 38 table tells about that load. Cord connected equipment intended for connection to receptacles rated more than 125 volts or 20 amp. 80% of the rating of receptacle. Second, the rating of the equipment intended for connection to the receptacle. So one of the two, either 80% or whatever equipment you plug in, rated power rating mentioned on the equipment. For a building with an area exceeding 900 meters square. So up to 900 meters square is the basic, I mentioned 20 watt per meter square, but after 900 meters square, as permitted in section 2, it is 62, now it mentions here. 62 section is electrical space heating. Baseboard heating and every electrical space heating is covered in section 62. The balance of the load shall be divided by the number of square meters to obtain a load per square meter rating, and the demand load may consider sum of 80% of the load per square meter multiplied by 900, 65% of the load per square meter multiplied the area. The building exceeds more than 900. So 900 meter, first 900 meter square is 80% and next is 65%. There is apartment building. Yeah, I missed one page in between. That is apartment building. Again, it's on page 98. 8